All right, it's Monday, April 28th. It's about 1 p.m. West Coast time. Man, today's been one of those days where I've just been in a funk. I've just felt overwhelmed. I just haven't had it in me to make any videos or anything. But let's just dive in and see what happens. You remember following the election, it was reported that, well, first, there was one point where Nancy Pelosi was overseas. She was in Europe. She fell. She fractured her hip. I believe she got hip replacement surgery. And for a period of time, she was in a hospital bed in Luxembourg, and a small country in Europe. And during that same period of time, it was clear that Republicans were going to control the House, Democrats were going to be in the minority, and they were working through the process of deciding which committees Democrats were going to go to. And one of the most important committees in the House is the House Oversight Committee, which I think is currently chaired by James Comer. He spent 2 years investigating Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the Biden crime family, Hunter Biden's laptop. And it was during those committee meetings when Marjorie Taylor Greene used to show us photos of Hunter Biden's gigantic penis. That really happened. All right, this is good. This is good. The laughing is making me feel better. Okay, excellent. Perfect. Well, so the senior most member of congressional committees for the minority party, those are referred to as the ranking members. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez made it known to Democratic leadership that she wanted to be the ranking member, the senior most Democrat in the minority on the House Oversight Committee. It's a really important committee. And a lot of people were like, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great to have somebody like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, because she's really, really good in these committee meetings. Like when she's cross-examining people, she prepares for them. She knows what she's talking about. I think she does a really effective job in those kinds of settings. And Nancy Pelosi was campaigning against her, against Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from getting that position by making phone calls from her hospital bed in Luxembourg. She was calling Democrats in the House and using her power as the former speaker to try to deny Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez that position in favor of a guy named Jerry Connolly, who had been in Congress for a very, very long time. And Jerry Connolly is 75 years old, and at that time was dealing with throat cancer. And Nancy Pelosi and senior Democratic leadership wanted Jerry Connolly to be the ranking member on the House Oversight Committee instead of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And I think this is kind of some of the stuff that David Hogg is talking about at the DNC. No disrespect to Jerry Connolly, but he was 75 years old and was dealing with throat cancer, and is not someone who, gets a lot of media attention, and I would argue is not as effective in using media attention as someone like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is. So he got that spot. Alexandria AOC did not get that spot. And now Jerry Connolly, unfortunately, is stepping away from his duties as ranking member of the House Oversight Committee because his throat cancer has returned and he is not going to be physically able to continue on in that position. So he's stepping down. So now there's no Democrat fulfilling that ranking position on arguably the most important committee in Congress, all of which could have been bypassed if the exceedingly competent AOC had been permitted to fill that seat in the first place. So my condolences to Jerry Connolly on the return of his cancer. I hope that he is able to get past that and remain healthy But, you know, members of the House and Senate in both parties, so many of them are just too damn old to still be serving. We've had 2 Democrats in the House die since Election Day. We had a 215, 217 margin there for a while. And then that became 215, 213 after 2 Democrats in the House tragically passed away. If you're in elected office and you die while you're in office, I would argue that you stayed a bit too long.